to excel. We are investing in infrastructure, digital connectivity, and industries to create a brighter future for Sindh. However, our vision for development cannot be realized without the active participation of educated professionals like you. Your ideas, skills, and contributions are crucial to building a progressive and prosperous Sindh. I urge you to be proud of your roots and stay connected to your communities. Sindh is rich in culture, history, and potential, and it is up to you to preserve and enhance it. Let us work together to solve the pressing challenges of our times, whether they relate to climate change, urbanization, or industrial growth. Never forget the value of ethical leadership. As you move forward in life, let honesty, integrity, and compassion guide your actions. Be the change makers, the innovators, and the torch bearers of progress. Chairman Sahib, normally whenever I go to a convocation of an engineering university, I read out from an article written by President Herbert Hoover of the United States, who was an eminent engineer. He wasn't as successful as the president, but he was an engineer, and he wrote an article in a magazine called The Engineer. This is like almost a century ago now, and I'd like to read from it. He writes about the engineering profession. It is a great profession. There is the fascination of watching a figment of imagination emerge through the aid of science to a plan on paper. Then it moves to realization in stone or metal or energy. Then it brings jobs and homes to men. Then it elevates the standards of living and adds to the comfort of life. That is the engineer's high privilege. The great liability of the engineer compared to men of other professions is that his works are out in the open where all can see them. His acts, step by step, are in hard substance. He cannot bury his mistakes in the grave like the doctors. He cannot argue them in thin air or blame the judges like the lawyers. He cannot, like the architect, cover his failures with trees and vines. He cannot, like the politicians, screen his shortcoming by blaming his opponents and hope that people will forget. The engineer simply cannot deny that he did it. If his works do not work, he is damned. On the other hand, unlike the doctor, he is not a life among the weak. Unlike the soldier, destruction is not his purpose. Unlike the lawyer, quarrels are not his daily bread. To the engineer falls the job of clothing the bare bones of science with life, comfort, and hope. No doubt, as years go by, people forget which engineer did it, even if they ever knew, or some politician put his name on it, or they credit it to some promoter who used other people's money with which to finance it. But the engineer himself looked back at the unending stream of goodness which flows from his successes with satisfactions that few professions may know. And the verdict of his fellow professionals is all the accolade that he wants. I hope that the graduating class of today will come up to the expectations that our country has. आप लोगों पे हमारे मुल्क के मुस्तकबिल का इन्हिसार है. आप लोगों ने जो यहाँ आज ट्रेनिंग ली है, उसको सही इस्तेमाल करके आप अपने लिए, अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए, अपनी फैमिलीज़ के लिए, अपनी इस यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए, इस सूबे के लिए और इस मुल्क के लिए वो कदम उठा सकते हैं जिससे हम सब की भलाई होगी. मैं एक बार फिर सारे ग्रेजुएट्स को जिन्होंने आज ग्रेजुएट किया उनको मुबारकबाद देता हूँ. This is not the end but the beginning of a new chapter in your life. As you go forward, always remember the values that you've learned here at Mehran University and strive to make a difference. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. May you bring glory to your families, your university, and your country. May your journey be filled with success, fulfillment, and service to humanity. Ameen. Thank you very much. Pakistan Zindabad.
जामशोरों में मेहरान यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्नोलॉजी के कॉन्वोकेशन की तकरीब वज़ीर आला सिंध सैयद मुराद अली शाह तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे थे। उन्होंने कहा कि मेहरान यूनिवर्सिटी मुल्क के बेहतरीन तालीमी इदारों में से एक है। कामयाब होने वाले तलबा और उनके वालिदैन को मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ। कामयाब होने वाले तलबा को मुआशरे की बेहतरी में अपना किरदार अदा करना होगा। फारिग तहसील तलबा मुल्क की तरक्की में अपना हिस्सा डालें। उन्होंने कहा कि तलबा की कामयाबी में असातिज़ा का अहम किरदार होता है। इस वक्त मुल्क को मौसमियाती तब्दीली और इस समय दीगर चैलेंजेस दरपेश हैं। दरपेश चैलेंजेस से निमटने के लिए सबको अपना किरदार अदा करना होगा। वज़ीर आला सिंध सैयद मुराद अली शाह मेहरान यूनिवर्सिटी के कॉन्वोकेशन की तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे थे। आपने मुलाहिज़ा की।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। सबसे पहले मैं आज के ग्रेजुएटिंग क्लास को और उनको वालिदैन को मुबारकबाद देना चाहूँगा।